voices in my headphones, the camera's set to roll. I feel the weight of all these usernames, I'm losing self-control. Heartbeats sync with since the grind, I'm fighting off the fear. They show up for the show, but do I deserve them here? My voice might crack, my thoughts might fade. Still I cling to the screen, I can't turn away. A million eyes watch me break or shine. Every second's do or die, every breath on the line. I'm caught in the crossfire, chasing validation. Real-time feedback fuels this twisted fascination. Will I let them down, or can I rise above the doubt? I'm trapped in the spotlight, I can't live without. Mic check, 1, 2, the chat blows up. Spilling secrets, I'm addicted to the rush. A flood of hearts on the screen, but it's never enough. Spikes in adrenaline, then I feel the crash rough. Am I just a puppet for the cheers and the hype? Holding on to every follower like it's saving my life. Rattling nerves in my chest, my fear screams through the cables. No place left to rest. I'm caught in the crossfire, chasing validation. Real-time feedback fuels this twisted fascination. Will I let them down, or can I rise above the doubt? I'm trapped in the spotlight, I can't live without. Reverberates, rattling nerves in my chest. My fear screams through the cables. No place left to rest. Staring at the lens, a million thoughts converge. Ego battles, empathy, anxiety on the verge. Still I won't abandon this electric thread of hope. Even when the fear creeps in, I refuse to let go. Crossfire, chasing validation. Real-time feedback fuels this twisted fascination. Will I let them down, or can I rise above the doubt? I'm trapped in the spotlight, I can't live without. Lights on me, keep the feet alive. I can't let go. Just as the drama dies down, you try to leave, and once again the music starts. It's stuck, causes stress, causes pain, and it won't stop repeating. We're trying everything, 'cause none of it makes sense. It's really getting increasingly worse. Oh, I can't get it out of here. And oh no, no. flashing red, my heart's on overload. Every crash feels like heartbreak, but I can't let go. Reaching for a quick fix, coding on a shaky thread. Errors piling up so high, I'm losing my head.
I don't know what happened with that last song. I have to look into that. Forgot to start the ads when I started stream, so that's why the intro was a little bit longer as well.
I'm rewriting lines in panic, duct tape solutions galore. Heart's racing like it's heartbreak, can't handle one crash more. Caffeine's fueling my meltdown, comedic rage in tow. I'll smash 1,000 keys until I've won the show. Each failure's just a step on this patchwork ride. I'm band-aiding my heartbreak, can't hide my pride. We're almost
Hey, Trench.
fixed to survive. Then this sloppy patch will finally go live. Hey, I'm on a bug hunt, chasing down this code. Patching it together so it doesn't explode. Laughing through the trauma, raging at the glitch. I'll piece it back together with my big sloppy fix.
Hopefully you can hear the music this time. Unlike last time, the whole stream went with no music until the end.
I'm holding my breath. Every line's on trial, standing up to the test. Once the green check flashes, we'll be dancing in the night. Say goodbye to heartbreak, everything's alright. Hey, I'm on a bug hunt, chasing down this code. Patching it together so it doesn't explode. Laughing through the drama, raging at the glitch. I'll piece it back together with my big sloppy fix. I'm slapping on that band-aid. No time left to despair.
Alright, so today
Break this patch, 'cause now it's live everywhere.
we are going to work on doing some logic for FIFA. Let's go ahead and Hey Chip. FIFA, I don't see your stamp.
My phone buzzes non-stop. I'm tethered to the stream. Real life slips in slow motion. Nothing's what it seems. Friends wait with empty plates. I'm lost behind.
Yeah, it's not there. Did you publish it?
Trying to please an audience I barely even know. Anxious heart dividing, torn between two calls. A click away from strangers, but my loved ones watch me fall. Echoes of real voices fade beneath the static hum. I'm balancing on wires, afraid of what I've become. I'm caught between two worlds, chasing digital applause. My life is fracturing, I'm reeling from the cause. I hunger for connection, but I'm drowning in a screen. How do I hold the offline truth and stay what they've foreseen? Notifications flood my eyes, my table set with guilt.
Alright, yeah, just let me know when you get it published. In the meantime,
Behind the manic laughter, regret is locked away.
did I make a stamp out of
Attention in a world that never sleeps, but real hearts can't compete with numbers climbing peaks. The fleeting glow of pixels can't replace a warm embrace. You're losing real connections, disappearing without trace.
alright.
I'm caught between two worlds, chasing digital applause. My life is fracturing, I'm reeling from the cause.
Interesting. It doesn't show up unless I'd start typing out the whole thing. There must be a bug with their search. can't I place it? What's going on here? There we go. Alright, let's see what we got. Based off what you were telling me, this here is the radio tower. It needs to be rebooted. And I think you said you wanted enemies coming from this way and this way. For 2 minutes. Alright. Just making sure I understood what you wanted. Let's first jump in here and take a look at what you did. Definitely like the snowy vibe that you were able to get here. That's not, it's definitely not you, but I can just like look down and all those effects go away. I need to do something about that probably. Did they all just stop? Oh, as you go under them, they go away. Interesting. Yeah, this looks really good. All my settings on max. I think they should be. Let's check. Yeah, everything's on epic. Alright. I'm not going to worry about the actual arc settings because this is going to be your arc. I'm just going to stamp up the logic for you. So I don't know if you want to prevent people from double jumping and getting up here, but that'll be up for you. I'm not going to worry about getting all that set up. Yeah, that looks good.
Pizza boxes scattered round, scribbles in the margins, I just swirling faster than the coffee that's dissolving. 3 a.m. again, eyes are wired to my screen, gotta get these thoughts out, feed the frantic pop.
So what we're gonna do, kind of surprised I didn't make a stamp out of this. I had to have made a stamp out of it.
Brainstorming, we're dancing in our chairs, laughing at how randomly scribbles turn to dares. We'll code them in the morning, but for now we riff and play, chugging energy, forging madness till day. Night air humming, loud adrenaline's on blast.
Wish these were like alphabetical or something.
We're making something epic from these scraps of when the sunrise hits, we'll watch this legend sing. Hey, we're writing legends.
We're actually gonna go, if I don't have the stamp, I'm gonna go make it real quick. What's this art called? Just so I don't. Arc 21. Okay. What I'm looking for is my custom interact volume thing, so we don't have to rely on AR text. It'll be in here. Thought I made it. Thought I at least made it a stamp. I don't know if I published it or not, but I can't find it in my stamps. So should be this guy right here. Alright. I'll get that so we can use that. Where to put the new art?
Lunch breaks on the run, sneaking into the computer lab. Our code battles just for fun. Keyboards clacking in a rhythm, jokes scrawled on the walls. We're chasing
Is your plan for this to be a single player or multiplayer art? It does matter. Okay. So we'll get this right up in here. Shrink this down to better fit. There.
Now we're older, but these moments still ignite our souls. The battered laptops, the laughter, the stories.
I don't want to move it, I just want to make it a little bit taller. So we will.
A testament to how we never left that spark behind. Now we're older, but these moments still ignite our souls.
We're definitely going to need some padding on that. You probably want like an icy shade of blue in here. But you should be able to go in here and tweak these colors and whatnot to whatever theme you want as well. Alright. So we got that. We're going to just trying to think where it makes the most sense to place like the game logic that's going to be out of the way. I imagine you're going to build more stuff out over here. No, that's just going to stay blank. Alright, so what we'll do here, our objective UI node here, we're just gonna call this I don't know how you say it. Thifa Game Logic. What? Make sure we add why? Oh, whoops. But this group inside of the interact biome, I want it the other way around. All right. So on start, you'll have your task, reboot the radio tower. When you reboot the radio tower, do you want it to just be you hit a button and it reboots, or should it be, should you have to hold the button for a certain amount of time? Or I guess it takes, that's what the 2-minute delay is, right? Okay, so you hold it for 5 seconds and it starts the reboot timer of the 2 minutes. Okay. We can do that. So let's grab one of these health bars. I'm going to put it out here for now, just so I can better interact with it, but we'll position it over there correctly. You will grab a timer here. On event pressed, start the timer. On event released, stop the timer. Then I want the lapse time, set the current health. This will be your hold timer. So if you want it to be more than 5 seconds, you'll just have to change that number. On timer, timer finished. On timer, it's not on start, but we'll use that one. So that will show and hide the health bar only when you're interacting with it. I also would like, just on start, this timer should not be hidden, or should not be visible. Or this health bar shouldn't be visible. And then the last thing we need here, I think, is finished. We need to check if it was stopped or not. So if it finishes and it wasn't stopped, that means the timer finished. We'll do radio tower rebooted. Or reboot start. Let's kind of clean this up a little bit.
Flame burning bright, game dev till the dead of night. Follows rolling like thunder.
I wouldn't say that. Trench just takes practice. Then this health bar, we're gonna try to get I always kind of struggle with with how tall an actual person is. But then I never want to put like an AI in there to compare because I'll forget to take them out. But I want to make sure that's not like too short that you're like looking down at your knees to see that thing. We're gonna go test that real quick. We're just gonna do real quick. Grab this event here with our game logic. We're gonna do something like I'm gonna grab this X that I put here and just put it into a string. Feed into this. Here, do this. Defend the radio tower. I'm not even going to try to say that name. Elpsi Kangru? That's the best. I apologize. I probably just butchered that horribly, but thank you for the follow. Welcome to this channel. What am I doing here? Okay, let's get this back up to there. We'll do something to try to organize this a little bit better later on. I don't know why I always get everything off the grid here. And then it just annoys me that everything's not lining up. So let's fix that. It's a reference to the Steins Gate anime. Well, that would be why I don't understand it. My fiance is pretty big into anime, but I have not gotten that much into it with her yet. Alright. All that stuff's back on the same grid, so now let's test that this stuff's working. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Are you I don't recognize your name from Discord or anything. Are you part of the Everywhere community, or did you just pop in from Twitch? Alright, so we'll definitely fix the text on that. Press F. Perfect. I needed to disable the input too. And that health bar needs to come out and probably not show. Just popped in through Twitch. Nice. Yeah, I just recently switched to streaming in the software and game development category because I felt it made more sense with what's going on here. But also hoping that it would bring in, you know, more folks that maybe have never heard of Everywhere here. Let's see, this should be percentage. I want to bring this out just a little bit. And let's see if we can fix. This probably needs to be about 250. This one will do like a darker blue. That. And then this text here. I think we're gonna have to go about 100 there, and we'll see where that is. I should have just started at camera. I don't know why. I'm so used to having like an intro logic that controls where you spawn at that I can't do that anyways. Alright, that definitely throws everything off. That's fine. Let's okay, so I just need to bring the square over, and I need to do a little bit of padding on the text. I think everything's wide enough. And just fix the corners too. So this shape also needs to have that 100 padding. This text, we're going to do padding left of like 15. And then I went both of these at 105. Test from camera. Yeah. No. And the text and everything looks fine. I need to bring in the corners a little bit though. Probably just 100 instead of 105. Do 100 there. Do 100 there. No, that's still no good. Let's do like 103. See where that puts us at. I think that looks okay. You can tweak that if you want, Thifo, when you're done, or when you get all this stuff, or if you want me to tweak it so it all stays together in the stamp, just let me know. I need to do here. I need to turn this off based on this. I'll just bring the whole thing higher up in the screen. Yeah, I can do that. I brought it up a little bit, but I guess how high do you want it? Elbow. Okay, so probably about 200 more from where it's at. How's that look? Progress bar needs to come up, I think, too. I think I have the timer on loop too, which is interesting. Timer loop off. Let's grab this health bar, bring it up a little bit more. Alright, so I think we're probably pretty good here. Reboot the radio tower. If I let go of it, a health bar goes away and it starts over. The health bar is gone now, and it's defend the radio tower. So now we can just do the logic of getting the AIs to spawn and attack. So I've noticed that there's an advanced AI spawner and an AI spawner now. And I don't know when this was added, because I don't recall there being two different ones. We're going to use the advanced one. Do you have a preference on what AI? Do you want multiple different ones? Do you want them all to look the same? Hey, Nutri. How's it going? You're sick. That's no good. Just like a cold? Or something worse than that? Just a cold? Well, at least it's just a cold. Are you just getting it, or are you getting over it? So one of the things that I've done in Hideout Holdout to get these guys to behave better is make sure I'm referencing the actor as well as the AI spawner. Yeah, this recent weather's been kind of crazy. all of these AI spawns. We're just gonna activate this. You wouldn't even know if you just got it or getting over it. Alright, let's do this. So basically what we just did here is I created 4 different AI spawners. You've been lurking while working in the background. Yeah, I'm just happy when you show up. If you miss a stream, no big deal. Just happy people are watching and enjoy the content, so. But yeah, so I set up 4 AI spawners. I set each one with a different variant of what AI it's going to spawn. Don't want to despawn last, I don't think. We'll play around with this. I'll kind of do similar to what we did before in Hideout Holdout. Let's give each of them a different weapon. We can tweak their healths and whatnot later. Then the idea is going to be that we'll use this random node, so it'll just randomly spawn whichever type, so it won't be predictable. Then what we will do is I can use a repeat node. It just repeats infinitely. Did I just do all of that not in the group?
Mop the floor, why bother? I'm a digital rocker. These chores can sit and wait while I chase my source code highs. This self-deprecating madness keeps me feeling so alive.
Let's get all of that added into the group. Apparently I didn't do that. Okay, so we're gonna start spawning these when the reboot starts. We are also going to start a timer. So we need a timer node, which is going to be 2 minutes, which is 120 seconds, not looping. We'll start that. We also want a timer UI node. Probably just minutes and seconds. Remaining time. Refresh screen. And on finish, we'll hide it. Yeah, any questions about the map? Talk to FIFA, this is his game. I'm just throwing the logic in here for him. Alright, so let's start from the beginning. Make sure things are working correctly. Missing string table entry. So why is... I think that's this timer UI. Let me make sure. Auto show on start. That's the one that I wanted. We'll leave it on, but we don't want auto show on start. Alright, reboot the radio tower. You have a million questions about logic, but you'd have to write them down to know how to do something or get an idea why something doesn't work properly. That's what it takes. I mean, I understand. I don't want to say I understand the logic. I understand the logic pretty well because doing logic is my day job. I understand the nodes in here very well because during the alpha, I documented all of them. I made my own private wiki page that I documented all of the nodes, what connections they have, what they do. So basically, I did write down all of the nodes from the alpha. So now, while I'm doing the logic, I have a pretty good idea in my head, at least, what nodes exist. I just got to keep up on the new ones that they add. Alright, so I got the timer at the top. We can change the way that timer looks. Okay, those guys are spawning. I didn't set up the patrol point. So during the alpha, I was specifically told not to share those documents because it was the alpha and everything was under NDA. Now, in order for me to make them public, I would have to go through everything I have and make sure it's all still the same. Because if anything's different and anything is referencing the way it was in the alpha, but it wasn't that way in the beta, I would probably still be violating the NDA. So it's just a lot of work for me to do to make it all public. But it is on my list to do that. It's a lot of work. See, I thought that too, but when I asked Barb about that during the alpha, can I share all of this with the alpha players? And they told me no, because if anyone that wasn't in the alpha was to get access to it, it would be violating the NDA. So, unfortunately, that's the case, but there are a handful of things that I am working on behind the scenes. I'm trying to get that documentation together, maybe some tools that will help people with logic. That hopefully will all get put together and come out here soon. Why not? There we go. So we're gonna do that. This 1 second repeat is probably a bit ridiculous, but we'll tweak that as we go. And then once we get this side working, we'll just copy it over to this side. Yeah, so one of the side projects I was working on is trying to do like a website that you can do logic in, so you can see in a more like two-dimensional thing how the nodes work and link things up. But then you can just kind of share that around and say like, here's the nodes you need to do this piece of logic and all that. Which I have a somewhat working version of it, but I need to get this goes hand in hand with like the wiki page, is I need to get the whole list of all the nodes that exist in the game and feed them into the thing with all the connections and everything, and it's just a lot of time consuming work. Alright, I think let's just test from camera here. Defend the tower. See if these guys... Let's yeah, let me turn the music off for a minute so we can hear the game sounds a little bit better. That's scary. We don't have anything in place for after the timer finishes. What do you want to happen after the timer finishes? Should you have to kill off whatever AIs are still remaining? Go to the extraction point. Okay. So let's do that. Let's set up a... Let's do... new event here. This finishes. This will be finished. Get a new objective here of get to fraction point. Unfortunately, so I guess there's two ways I can do this. I can just stamp all of the logic for you, and then you can throw all of that logic onto the map in your arc, and then publish the arc, which keeps my logic separate from your map, so any changes we make aren't conflicting with each other. But the problem with that is anything that interacts directly with the map, you'll have to do separately. So like, for example, putting blips on the map. I can put a blip node here and have it point, but I can't have it point to the computer because then I can't stamp the logic separately. I'd have to stamp the logic with the map. So you'd have to go through and like connect all the blips. So I don't mind doing it either way. Whatever's easier for you. I think you're only really going to have the two blips though, the radio tower and the extraction point. Pretty sure I can just turn this repeat node off. Alright, yep, that's what my original plan was, but I just wanted to ask because I did just realize things like doing the blips and whatnot I'm not going to be able to do because it won't carry over. Okay, so what this should do is when the radio tower is finished rebooting, it should stop spawning. What I'm gonna do now, I've not done this before. We're gonna see if this works, but I'm gonna use a separate patrol node here. It's linked to all of these. But we're gonna give it a different point of all the way back here at the start. Which will be all the way back here somewhere. Let's put it a little farther than it should go. Hopefully what this will do is when the timer finishes and the AIs are stopped spawning, should hopefully tell all of the AIs that were spawned to go to that point instead. And then, yeah, what we'll do once all this is worked out, we'll just copy all of this over to this side and do the same thing. You got the wind effects and everything in here for the audio. love the flying barrel, by the way. This strategy will not be viable once they're spawning on this side too. So good luck surviving. I do actually want them to stop chasing me. So I want to make sure that the patrol at the end of having them all come this way works. Get to the extraction point, and it's hard to see through the snow, which is intentional. But yeah, they're definitely all coming this way now. There's a hole in your map. There is a hole in the map. Look at all those guys. So another 2 minutes at the extraction point. So another 2 minutes, meaning you want another 2 minutes of spawning AIs, but this time at the extraction point. AI spawner. Missing. What am I missing? I don't have. Hold on. That's all in the right spot. Edit this, add this guy. Sure, I got everything here. Looks like it. Duplicate this here. Change some of these spots. This can like be over here. This one we'll do over here. This one we'll just do back here, and this one we'll do over here. I don't know exactly, but we'll do like that. I need this one. First point to be over here. That's the wrong one. First point for this guy will be over here. Then first point for this guy will be all the way over here. What exactly is the extraction point? So the 2 minutes. The 2 minutes at the extraction point, does that start when you get to the extraction point, or does that start as soon as the radio tower is done rebooting? It's and put this back in.
Regrets of yesterday. I might be moody, but I'll code my teen angst away. My scribbled notes are scattered. I'm haunted by mistakes. Prototype after prototype, each one seems to break. I'm chasing visions through the chaos, but they slip out of view. Every glitch feels personal, like I'm coming unglued.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. That second 2 minutes. You're from Colombia, so this engine is a game called Everywhere, which is a UGC platform that lets you build games, worlds, etc. within it. So it's all built on top of Unreal Engine, but it's like its own thing on top of it.
Memory leaks and phantom bugs, they taunt me in the night. I question my devotion, am I losing sight? Yet something in me won't surrender, though the code might fray. I'm building worlds from fragments I can't turn away.
And number of repeats, repeat delay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, advanced number. I shouldn't have to do anything there. This is gonna be AI spawn delay. Default number is gonna be 1. We just kind of extract that out as like a game setting. So you can just change the value over there, and it should hopefully change it everywhere.
These broken prototypes shaped a world I can finally feel.
Let's copy this guy over to this one.
Hope once lived in my keyboard, each line a spark of light. But I'm losing track of reasons.
Take it out of that group. Add it into this group. Heat delay.
Now I'm lost inside. This project used to guide me, now it's stealing all my.
Alright, so that should be good. Yeah, I just need to know if the 2 minutes for the extraction point, does that start as soon as the radio tower reboots, or does that start when you get to the extraction point? When you get there. So I'm gonna... What exactly is the extraction point? Just where you spawn is where I should put the trigger volume at for it, or is it gonna be like somewhere else? Where you spawn? Alright. We can just do trigger volume here. So let's not do this as part of this AI spawner. Make it pretty big so you can't like show up and not hit it. Yeah, there's really no way you could get back to these rocks without hitting that. This should be off to begin with. Because I don't want you triggering this at the start of the game. But we'll turn it on based on this event, which is the tower reboot finished. So once the reboot's finished, we'll turn this on. So bring on all the pain. Hey, hey, I'm gonna rewrite this all night. Shout at the errors till they're running in fright. On with energy drinks, I'll dance with delight. On enter. But I'm feeling so alive. Extraction point reached. We'll do another event here. I'll bring this back over here. Which will survive till the rescue ship arrives. Night. Just organizing a bit here. We're gonna do exact same thing again. Start that. I don't know. Auto show on starting, that should be fine. Minutes, seconds. Extraction point survived. Then what we're gonna do here, so when you're at the extraction point, where should these guys spawn to come attack you? Imagine you don't want it too close. Maybe like, jeez, why is that? How do I have two of these? That's the one that's hooked up. Let's just this is the one I copied. So this is the one that I want to keep or to move. Okay. We are going to move this from that group. This one we're just going to delete it completely because it shouldn't be part of that group. But I can put this like here. These guys go into there. Then these ones trigger off of this event. And then I don't have an event for when that's done yet. I can do this. I guess I don't know what you're planning on doing over here, but do you want more than one stream of AIs coming at you at the extraction point?
night, casting haunted light. In code we groove, seeking bugs to
Don't make it easy.
eyes red raw, but the vision's tight.
I'm just trying to think where it makes sense to do another one at.
Coffee cups stacking high near the edge. Ideas weave through the mind like a pledge.
Maybe just up here.
Struggle cracking complex hedge. Perfection's law makes the brain wedge. Every line a step in the grand design. Each commit a mark where paths align. In the realm of ones and zeros we shine. Digital stone where we etch our sign.
This guy will just turn to look that way.
Endless loop seeking that pure delight. Algorithms dance in black and white. Variables twist till they fit right. Logic's tune playing through the night. Debugging trails where the brave hearts go. Mind solder to the endless coast flow. Victory in the
Alright, let's check out the whole thing. See where we're at. Reboot the radio tower.
Through trials and errors we ride the wave. Bloodshot eyes, yet we are not enslaved. With grit and wisdom, so much we've braved. Every function saved, we feel more engraved.
Reboot it. There's absolutely no way I'm surviving this, by the way. See if those guys are able to make it up the stairs over there. These guys not coming up the stairs? Oh, these guys aren't patrolling at all. Let's look at what's going on there afterwards. We're just gonna hide out the timer. I know, but there's absolutely no way I'm gonna survive. What do you want to happen when they die? Because right now they're just respawning back at the beginning. Which is, I mean, I guess that's fine. But that does make getting to the extraction point easy if you just die and respawn instead of running back. Alright, we have 11 seconds, and hopefully we see that whole army of guys start moving that way. No, so apparently there's something, something up. Oh, no, those guys are going. Those guys aren't. All of these guys are. I guess most of them are. Oh, I think they saw me. I have no idea how I survived that. Alright. Survive until the rescue ship arrives. I can see those guys spawning now. Oh, I fell through. Add orbital strike. too many holes. Jesus Christ. They can still see me and shoot me through this wall. Orbital strike now. So an orbital strike.
Yeah, I clock out at 5, but I'm only getting started. Dead eyes from the grind, my passion's uncharted. My code's on fire, though my soul's still drained.
Would be interesting.
Night flames.
I don't need to wait for that timer to go down because nothing happens at the end yet.
The day job's got me locked. I can't ignore the call, but my midnight hustle rise. I'm tearing down these walls. Fatigue in my veins, self-doubt in my mind. Yet I grip the dream tighter because it's all on the line. I'm breaking through midnight. Meltdown turning into light. All this burnout can't contain my will to fight. I'll shatter every demon screaming in my ear. Heavy wrist behind me, my purpose is clear. Flickering screens in the early AM. Deadlines loom and still I chase them. Zombie mode eyes, but I'm coding for the thrill. Hustling for the future, forging worlds with my skill. Every maybe in my head tries to cut my flow, but I spit these bars for the dream I won't let go. Burn it up, burn it down. Day job, midnight ground. Nerves strung tight like cables on the edge. Frustration fuels the chaos, but I make my pledge. I'm breaking through midnight. Meltdown turning into light. All this burnout can't contain my will to
So
fight. I'll shatter every demon screaming in my ear. Heavy wrist behind me, my purpose is clear.
might not need that.
Still strong, no time for regrets. I've been chasing this too long. When the noise in
What do we have? How long am I streaming for? At the very least, another 30 minutes. May go a little bit longer. Depending on where we're at here in 30 minutes.
Job at dawn, dream job by night. I keep on coding till I get it right.
So what do we have?
Phone glows in the darkness. I'm haunted by the feed. View accounts define me. I chase that rush I need.
Alright, Trench. You have a good weekend. And yeah, if I don't see you back here, I mean, we'll see you in the Discord, or I'll be back on Tuesday as well.
A mirror of statistics. When did I lose belief? Caught in digital illusions. Longing for a real sign, but I'm buried under data. Ignoring my own spine. Will and want more than numbers flashing on our screens. Craving honesty where our hearts shine unseen. Are we lost in these graphs or can we rise above?
Curious how big I can scale this up without it looking too ridiculous. And to be honest, Deepa, you're probably going to be a lot better at designing an explosion. Add 5 of them together. Yeah, I mean, we can do that. I just don't think I can see what the preview is going to look like of 5 of them at the same time. But what I'm thinking is So if you do that, what does this look like? No. What does this one look like?
Behind your eyes, the emptiness that grows, shadows of your worth hide in data's ebb and flow. Let your voice ring
So you can create.
unchain yourself tonight.
What if you destroy 5 objects?
Breathe in your own light.
I mean, we could do the 5 of these. That's not an issue. It's just while I'm trying to preview it here, I can't toggle 5 of them on and off at the same time to see what it's gonna look like. I'll have to like wire them up and look.
We refuse to be defined by the chase mindless cloud. Our truth defies the algorithm. Let it all pour out. Close your eyes.
So what I'm thinking, I mean, this is
Hear your heartbeat. Let it guide you back.
I mean, this is something you can do. If you want. But you're at the extraction point, right? The ship comes down wherever the ship comes down. I guess you probably want that ship to clear some of the enemies while it's coming down, don't you? I guess what I was thinking is the ship comes down, you get in it, and then you can do like a cinematic where the camera watches the ship go up, kind of like whatever, then turns around, and as it's flying away, you see all of that just like explode. No copyright issue? Good. I don't think I can do that orbital strike in the logic though, because I think you'd have to time that with your chip logic and the cameras and all that stuff. So what we have though, I guess what we have here of the flow of the game, what's missing? To take this guy, I should be able to get rid of that timer UI. Feed this into this timer UI. On finished hide. So that way you can, if you want to change the template, you just have to change it in one place. You want to change the delay between the AI spawns, you can just change this from a 1 to whatever. That advanced variable should be tied into all of the repeat nodes on all of the spawners. So if you make it a 2, there'll be a 2-second delay between each spawn. So you'll get fewer. So you can just adjust that from over there. I guess what else? What else for the flow of the game? Oh, you did say 5 lives.
Neon cables crossing paths. We're stacking lines of code. Like some mania-inspired math. Rebellious hearts pounding loud. With each bug that we debug. We'll let that
So
glitch
for spawn points,
spark we love. We're hacking in the basement. Chasing every quake. Frantic test players losing it.
so
That's the risk we'll take.
I will.
Watch the code explode.
Yeah, we can do this.
This sweet rebellion.
So during the radio tower
To go.
defense, while you're defending up here,
In this messy highway, summon power chords till the chaos lights our way. Madness proves we're chasing every dream.
player spawn
Revolution that
point.
defies all reason.
I mean, there's really no good place to spawn in here, right?
Neighbors might complain, we just rock out more. A glitch here, a bug there, we don't even care. The spirit of rebellion is in the basement air.
So anywhere you spawn is going to be right in the middle of shit. Oh, I gotta fix these. I don't know why these guys weren't coming up here. Could be that they can't, the AIs can't do these stairs. Let's
That defies all reason schemes. Our messy place is charged with creativity and noise. Bright-eyed and glitch-loving, we're rebellious girls and boys.
I'm just gonna do this to test something. It could just be because it's telling them to go through a rock.
My mind's a war zone, every line is on the
I don't know.
I sift through
I'm not
broken
sure
logic,
why
terrified to
those
break
ones
it.
weren't coming up here.
Stabbing through the screen, the meltdown's creeping closer. Am I trapped in this routine? I pace the room, internal voices in debate.
I'll try to do something like this, and then just put this as the next point.
Searching for a reason, praying for some saving grace. The tension in my chest keeps tightening like a vice. I cannot run the panic, can't ignore the
Which realistically, by the time they get up here, they're gonna engage in combat with the player anyways, so it's not gonna matter too much.
this chaos in my mind. A shout erupts from deep within. No mercy
This
left
will
to
be
find. My senses
radio tower
frustration
def-
never quits.
defense
Teetering on the edge.
spawn
Or resist.
point. Then what I can do here
Line by line, I chase a phantom bug I can't
is
contain.
when
Dreaded logs are fueling all my pain. Twitch your
radio
off,
tower
no
reboot
solution in sight.
starts.
I'm running on adrenaline, locked in an endless fight.
Activate this. You find specific spawn point as default spawn for the given player. Future cause for the given player. So for the given player.
I can't believe I'm here again.
Well, so I guess what you'll be able to do, Thief, is once I stamp up this logic and give it to you, you can probably work on tweaking around the level to see if it affects the way the AIs move.
There must be a resolution somewhere in this code I'm in. I need release from this
I don't like that this
mind. A shout erupts from deep within. No mercy
radio tower defense spawn point.
is overload. The frustration never quits. I'm teetering on the edge. Surrender or resist. I won't let the meltdown own me, even though it's fierce. I'll tear through every obstacle.
The checkpoint thing is nice, but if I gotta, I mean, I can just kind of cheese it like this.
Clarity redefined.
Get all the players.
Need release from this chaos in my mind. A scream that breaks the tension. No regrets left behind. I'll fight through every line till the
that.
path is in my sight. And when I conquer
Get
this
player
beast,
actor.
at last I'll breathe tonight.
Wait, is this gonna give? Yeah, it's a player ID. Player actor. That does take player ID. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's do a 4 each.
No more illusions, no more spiraling inside. The fix is found and I'm finally alive.
Feed that into there and get all players activate this. Then that's interesting. I can pipe this player ID. Oh no, that'll overwrite a number. Player ID.
I'm glaring at the screen.
Alright. Player ID. This into a player ID. Player ID. Activate.
Late night lights in Arcadia's glow, developing dreams in a digital show. Fun times rolling with every click. Viewers laughing, it's a magic trick. Game worlds built from code to life. Joystick heroes avoiding strife. Comments flying faster than light. Arcadia's buzz
Alright.
feels just right. Follows and subs coming in hot. Streaming this world, yeah, it means a lot. Laughs and cheers fill up the night. Arcadia equals pure delight.
Let's try to.
Keyboard tapping, rhythm and sync. Digital potions, what will you drink? Viewers follow on this wild ride. In Arcadia, nowhere to hide. Islands formed pixel by pixel. Viewers chat, they make it official. Streams alive like a beating heart. Arcadia ignites, that's just the start.
So
Late night
goes
whispers,
here.
secrets unfold. Game of life in actions bold. Codes and commands, it's our dance. In Arcadia, we take a stand.
Pull that out some.
Fierce blasts in the night, in the sky. To the Kismet's buzz lights dim.
We'll do like that.
Fierce sticks and girls to play.
This over here. And just up a little bit. This up here as well. Gotta keep that a little more organized. And then what she meant was this extraction point reach. All this again. But we'll put them back to the default spawn. Or should we put a separate spawn point for where they respawn while doing the extraction point? Or do you want them to still respawn back at the radio tower? Regardless.
Static pulses in my headphones, the camera's set to roll. I feel the weight of all these usernames, I'm losing self-control. Heartbeat sync with since the grind, I'm fighting off the fear.
So once they finish defending the radio tower, they come back to the extraction point. They get to the extraction point. You have the other 2-minute assault. If they die there, should they respawn back at the radio tower still, or should they respawn over here?
My voice might crack, my thoughts might fade. Still I cling to the screen, I can't turn away. A million eyes watch me break or shine. Every second's do or die, every breath on the line. I'm caught in the crossfire, chasing validation. Real
They defend the radio tower. They should spawn at the start. After the radio defended, they should spawn inside the stronghold.
I can't live without. Mic check 1 2. The chat blows up, spilling secrets. I'm addicted to the rush. A flood of hearts on the screen, but it's never enough.
Okay, so okay, I got you. So this I don't need. This would be activated after the radio tower is defended.
Reverberates, rattling nerves in my chest. My fear screams through the cables. No place left to rest. I'm caught in the crossfire, chasing validation. Real-time feedback fuels the
Let's check this out. We want to see if the AI spawn that spawn down here tweak later that if nobody's defending the tower, the timer resets. We can do that.
no place left to rest.
We can just put like a trigger volume in the whole area up here and keep track of which players are in it, and if there's no players in it, if there's no players in it, then it just stops the timer and you got to come back and restart it.
Caught in the crossfire, chasing validation. Real-time feedback fuels this twisted fascination. Will I let them down?
I don't want these guys to come up here because they're aggroed on me, but I do want to see if they're going to walk up here on their own. See, they're still not moving. Let's see if I can get up here again to see what's going on with them. Those guys are moving. Now they're moving. Just want to make sure that they're able to make it up the stairs. Yeah, they can make it up the stairs. I just want to make sure the patrol is working and it's not dependent on them aggroing me to get up here. So I just died. I restarted at the beginning. And since I was in here by myself, we'll eventually add it to where that timer ends and you gotta restart it. However, when that timer does end right now, they're all gonna start heading this way. Which they did. At least these ones. Those guys. Now, if I die, I should hopefully spawn back up in the stronghold. Which I did. So I spawned back up here now. I mean, it's definitely way too hard for solo. There's absolutely no way to survive that. But I mean, it's fine for now, right? I mean, this doesn't have to be the final iteration of the arc. And I can do some logic where this delay is based on the number of players in the game, which would scale the number of AIs that spawn based on the number of players in the game. So we could add that in later. But the respawning worked. These guys are able to get up there, but just because funky AI stuff, it's not the best. Some of them stay down here, but I don't think there's anything we can actually do about that right now. So I guess for the objective UI, do you like this style of the objective UI? Where it's up there in the middle? Or do you like the one where it's over here on the side? I actually think there's a couple different ones. I can cycle through them if you want. Oh, you like that one?
From epic fails to genius hacks, the laughter never ends. This high school coding club became our secret band of friends. We scribble code like diaries, forging our own way. Rewinding lines and errors, we'll fix them all someday. And in each silly prank,
all right.
there's a spark that keeps us strong.
So where we're at right now, I guess what else? But besides the restarting this, if no one's in here, what else, game flow wise, do you want out of here? I think we got the general flow. 5 to 10 health overall. Oh, the lives. Yeah. Is that per player or just in general? If you have 4 people, is it just if somebody dies 5 times, even if it's the same person, the whole mission's failed? If it depletes, no more respawn. So it's per player. No, I guess not per player, just no more respawning. So on player killed. Let's do an advanced number here. Team lives. Start at 5. We're going to on player killed. So get that. We're gonna value on get value. We're gonna take the number, subtract 1. Then we will update this number. And then we will do a greater than this number is greater than 0. Respawn, spawn player. Need a branch in here. Uncheck. True. Spawn player at checkpoint. Can we do... So what you're going to have to do for this to work properly is you're going to have to turn off the spawn. You're going to have to make the spawn system manual in the map. Otherwise, the default spawning will just let them respawn anyways. So we're going to spawn them at checkpoint. But we're going to do a timer, because I imagine you don't want them to respawn immediately. So it'll just be like a 3-second timer. Five-second timer. I think there's actually a respawn UI node. Default countdown timer. Yeah. So I can just do that. Show this and on respawn. Requested respawn at checkpoint. Player ID reference. Player ID reference. Otherwise, it won't do anything. Maybe what we can do later is set up like some custom cameras that the dead player can cycle through as like a spectator mode. Let's change this to manual. So on manual, I'll go ahead and set this up real quick. I just need to know. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I just need to know if you named this spawn point. You did not, so we're gonna name this I don't know, we'll just name it initial spawn. No, because this is in yours, so we're just not gonna name it. So I don't want to have to worry about that not working. When you pull this in, I think you will have to check the box on that for initial spawn for this to work as well, since we're doing manual spawning. Player join.
No more illusions, no more spiraling inside.
Player join, spawn player, player ID. It might just work like that with not having a spawn point ID, using the spawn point that doesn't have a spawn ID. And then what we can do here, let me make sure all of this gets added into this group. Okay. And then what we can do is lives remaining. None. We'll do like right top. Something like that. Here. Grab this guy. Receive notification. Number to string.
Lightning sparks in my head, thunder echoes inside. I feel the pressure.
This will be like, I don't know, 125 or something.
I coded myself into a cage, locked with my own fear. But maybe if I sing this code, someone somewhere will hear. I'm lost in a swirling storm, coding through the pain. My heart beats amplified, but I can't escape the rain. If there's hope out there, let it break these walls tonight. I'm reaching
100. Maybe do like 20 for the font size on these. Just bring them off the top of the window a little bit.
Connection in the silence, a spark within the code, a fragile flame of promise. My heart's not alone. I'm lost in the swirling storm, coding.
And get rid of those decimal points.
My heart beats amplified, but I'll outrun the rain. There is hope out there, it cracks the shell so tight. I'm reaching through the
Alright,
solitude.
so now you got the lives up in the top right there. Which, I mean, we can create like a whole custom UI thing for that. I'm just throwing it up there so it's visible right now.
Lights, camera, action, go, whoa. Streaming live, the crowds aglow. Pixels race the screen delight. Game dev hustle through the night. Viewers gather hearts in hand. Funnels flying across the land. Across the sound is sweet. Every click they're on repeat. Which party electrified?
Want to make sure that respawn logic is working. So the lives went down, but I'm not getting the respawn UI. So let's figure that out. We'll probably wrap up here shortly. I just want to make sure that we're in a good spot here. Okay, yeah, so I didn't hook this, you have to go? Alright, no worries, I'm just gonna make sure what we have here works. And, I'm probably gonna wrap up here too. I'll make a stamp out of this, so you can pull in the stamp. Place it in your world to build things around as well. And we can just keep working on it. Name it Tardtifa. Tardtifa. Well, it's already got a name. I just named it the same as the world stamp that you, and added game logic to the end of it. Alright. Life's remaining 4. Respawn after 5 seconds. I'm gonna make sure that when I run out of lives, I don't respawn.
Myself.
Tearing down the walls of insecurity tonight. The doubts that used to hold me fading harsh new light. I'm stronger than I realize. Standing tall, unstoppable. I'm learning how to fly.
I gave my fears a platform, let them shout inside my brain. But now I've caught the lie, I won't bow to that refrain.
Alright, so 0 lives, I don't get the respawn screen. If I click respawn, yeah, I can't even respawn from the respawn screen. So that works. We can do some kind of like spectator mode or something after that.
You're standing in your power now. No more masquerade. We smash these walls of fiction. Our
But yeah, I think that's pretty good progress for today.
this is our fight tonight.
Let me just make sure everything here is part of this. Alright, that is published. So you can pull that in, put it in your map. And then yeah, we'll just keep building on top of that as we need to. Probably gonna wrap up stream here as well. So everyone that came out, if you're still watching, thanks for coming. Hope you guys enjoyed watching us build this out from nothing. I have 2 of these in here. Oh, I don't know why it's like glitchy. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll be back on Tuesday. Tuesday evening for me. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys on Tuesday. Have a good rest of your weekend. See you guys later. Bye.
The rush is on, we're living off ambition, hope, and dreads. We're punching chords and writing codes on borrowed time. We're building rounds before the deadline starts to climb. Our restless minds race to create the perfect scene. This crunch time dream is all we need to feel alive and free. Caffeine-fueled delirium ignites the keys we pound. Staring at those glowing squares, the night's our battleground. Characters come to life while we jam to every beat. We'll finish this epic journey and we won't admit defeat. Lights flicker overhead and the code compiles. We're halfway to greatness, determined all the while. Pixels flash in brilliance, forging levels at warp speed. In the hush